Well, good morning, everybody, for Thursday, the 3rd of November. Well, we've had a lot of rain over the last few days, and last night was no exception. I imagine any talk of a hosepipe ban back in the summer sort of sealed our fate for autumn and winter. It certainly has been very wet indeed. We've got sort of into some slacker area of low pressure, which, as you can see on here, opens the potential for things to just calm down a little bit before this ridge of high pressure, not named Martin. There's a tropical storm there. This high pressure will build in for tomorrow. But as it stands, we've got a cold front, which is just continuing to move eastwards. Behind it, some showers, but hopefully an improving picture, especially into this afternoon. The winds, but I'm pleased to say that they have dropped off quite a lot from their 40 knots and have come around a little bit. Probably looking at west-southwesterly at around 15 to 20 knots at flying heights. On the ground, sort of 5 to 10. Satellite picture over the UK, where you can see very clearly the defined nature of this front. Unfortunately, it is a slightly weaving weather front. By that I mean it isn't particularly moving onto the continent quickly. So yes, it's a hell of a lot brighter if you're to the east of to the west of Yeovil. We're sort of sat under some of the cloud that's associated with this front and the odd shower. Thankfully, we're not further east where they are still seeing quite a bit of rain, but it is going to take most of the day for us to see decent sunny spells, but that doesn't mean it won't be flyable. Just means that we've got to get through some murky skies. Public forecast says that we have some showers this morning, and after that we're going to have a reasonable afternoon, sort of 5 knot westerlies, so absolutely perfect. And sunny intervals this afternoon as that line of cloud starts to clear. Good visibility, top temperature of 11 degrees. Unsurprising really that we're starting to see the temperatures drop now as the wind directions come around a little bit. That's broadly in line with GFS, which says 11 degrees on there as well, and dew point of around 7 to 8. This is the picture from rain alarm at the moment, showing the worst of the rain to the east into East Sussex and Kent. We have these sort of showery areas around us at the moment, which are clearing through slowly. So hence why there hasn't been too much of a rush this morning, because this afternoon does look quite a lot better. But yeah, it will clear up. Lasham currently showing 8 and a bit degrees and dew point of 6. Picture outside at the moment is that. So as you can see, some variable level cloud and not particularly much wind at the moment, but it is definitely damp underfoot. Farnborough currently reporting few at 600, broken at 3.5. And looking through the TAFs at the moment, well, you can see that it doesn't really know where the front might get stuck, hence it shows heavy rain at times. I think we'd be unlucky to see that. However, I wouldn't be surprised if it does stay fairly grey for a lot of the day. This is Odium's as well, broken to overcast at 3.9. And yeah, it's showing very similar, that uncertainty of what's going to happen. But yeah, it is an improving picture. That's the optimism I can give you. And the further west you go, the better the TAFs become. We'll go to Top Meteo, have a look once stuff starts to clear. This says it won't clear, but I don't believe that. Just probably means it won't be particularly soarable because there'll be a fair amount of top cover. Let's just have a look at that top cover. Yeah, you can sort of see the edge. I think there's so many different models on today. It's been really difficult for anybody to actually accurately predict, but I think look out the window and see. And at the moment, it looks like we're going to be lucky, I'd say. So to round up today, a light westerly, which is nice for once, and an improving picture, but probably great to start with, and still with some showers around. So hence we've not rushed out there this morning. On to airspace. Well, those little things near Odium are just some firework displays. Firework displays for some reason appear in the glider NOTAMs. I think that's pretty much what most of these are. There's no real significant airspace activity going on near Lasham today. So that we do not have to worry about. Operationally today, we're going to be 2-7. So yeah, launching to the west. We have a number of movements throughout the day, which are going to determine how we set up. First of all, starting off with King Air in from Leeds at about 20 to 11. There's then a King Air test, and then after from that, what was it? We have an Airbus A319 departure at 12:30. Followed by King Air departure at 1:30. So yeah, the key ones on there being the arrivals of the King Airs and the departure of the A319. So with that in mind, we'll set up in the normal position. The grass will be probably waterlogged, so we're going to need to look at right-hand circuits as our first preference onto the grass on the north side, because that normally drains better. You can land on the south side, but I imagine this area here will be full of water. We can look at modifying the launch point operation once the King Airs have gone, but I can't land on the runway and have King Airs fly over the top, because we otherwise displace the threshold for them too far forwards. So yeah, we're going to be in a normal position, and the gliders are just going to get a little bit muddy. So yeah, we'll have to clean them, perhaps. That's that revolutionary idea. So yeah, 2-7 in use, a couple of movements. The main ones sort of 12:30 and at 10:40 and 11:30. So yeah, keep an eye out for that, and we will see you on the airfield shortly. Bye for now.